Welcome back, friends. In this video I am going to share with you something that is very interesting. Okay, you would love doing it because it has a whole lot to do with colors and selections. So let us begin. Now let us say you have got a set of numbers and you need to classify them depending on beyond the point. The number should be highlighted with some specific color. Top 10 numbers should be highlighted, bottom 10 numbers should be highlighted. So just for the sake that you understand it better, I am just creating a range of numbers, let us say from 99 to 999. So this is done by a function called as rand between. Now just copy this function and select area and just paste it. Okay, now I just copy it and paste it special so that the numbers don't keep changing frequently after every change that I am making. Having done that, now let us say I want to identify numbers which are top 10 in this. So here is the utility I am going to use, which is conditional formatting. So I go to conditional formatting, I go to highlight cell rules and I say that let us say I want to look at top 10 numbers. So I go to top or bottom rules and I say top 10 items. Okay, and it will now ask me to prompt for which color it should be highlighted with. So I am selecting the default color right now, and these are the top 10 numbers in the range. Now before you go and apply something new, you should clear the rules first of all so that the new rules can be distinctly seen. Let us say I want to look at numbers which are between let us say 200 and 500. Okay, and I'm just saying okay, and these are the numbers which are between 200 and 500. Now there are a lot of other options over here which you can explore uh, at length on your own. Okay, you can actually write your new rules as well by going over here and what category of numbers you want, whether you want 2-color scale, 3-color scale, data bars or something else, which color are you specifically looking for, so on and so forth. So this is what you can explore on your own. Now it also has some other aspects, highlighting cell colors, which is greater than, less than. We already saw between, equal to, text that contains. So one of the applications that I'm going to share with you is about text that contains. Okay, now most of us have a requirement that when a specific character is entered or specific word is entered in a particular range, okay, then you need to highlight it with some specific color. Typically in the equity world it has to do with buy, sell and hold ratings. So I'm just taking some names over here of some IT companies: Infosys, TCS, Wipro, then SCL Tech, then Tech Mahindra, then Mindtree, etc. Okay, so these are the few names that I have taken, and when I type a buy over here, so typical rating that I would give is buy, sell and hold. Okay, so whatever rating I give, depending on the rating, its background and text color should change, is what my condition is. To do that, I make a selection over here. I go over here and go to cell, highlight cell rules and then go to text that contains, and over here I'm just saying a buy. When I say buy, I want green color with green text and I say okay. Once again I go back to conditional formatting, highlighting cell rules, then text that contains, then I say cell, it should be in red, so I keep this color. Once again I go back over here and say text that contains, then over here I say hold, and I want a color to be yellow. Okay, I just don't want that color, but I just want, let us say, blue color. Okay, so this is the blue color that I'm looking forward to. So I want the color to be something like this. Okay, so I want little bright blue color. So this is the one that I'm choosing, and I have still not managed to get the background changed. So let me check the background. So this is the background, so I wanted a light background over this of blue color, so I'm saying okay, and now I'm fine with this, and now I'm saying okay. Okay, now wherever I go, now very critical that you have chosen only this range. So if I go over here and write by, it is not going to work, but in this particular range which I'm going to highlight with a border right now is where it will be applicable. So I say buy, I say hold, I say sell. in this range is going to work. If I type cell over here, it doesn't work. Okay, only in the range that I have selected it is going to work. Okay, so you got the point that how you can conditionally format the cells depending on your requirement. Okay, and let us say I type in something else by mistake. Instead of saying HOLD, I press HOLS, and there is no color formatting because it doesn't recognize it as hold. Now that is another point, that you want to restrict your users to enter only specific entries in the given cells. Now that is the second utility that I am going to share with you, which is uh, data validation. So we are done with conditional formatting. You can explore other things on conditional formatting on your own depending on your requirements. So under data, there is this next utility, which is data validation. So here I go to data validation. By default, any value is allowed. Okay, you can see any value. So I'm changing that to list, and in the list I am saying by comma cell comma hold. Now this is the only thing that would be allowed to enter into this range that we have selected. Now here is the input message if you want to customize, and here is the error message. So I'm giving error message as a wrong entry, and error message you can say you can only enter by cell and hold, and I'm saying okay. By the way, it also gives you a drop down menu besides it. Also you can use drop down menu and make the selection as per the requirement. Okay, so I'll go here, select a cell, and naturally it will take a color because that is what we formatted it for. Next we take is hold, next we take is, let's say, by, so on and so forth. Let us say I try to put in something, immediately it gives me wrong entry, you can only enter by cell and hold, and I will say retry, and then I will say by. Okay, and let us see what happens if I put a small letter, so BUY. Okay, now again it is very case sensitive, you need to be very specific, it has to be BUY. Okay, it may even not be accepting something like SELL, it will give wrong entry, it is case sensitive. So it is exactly what you have entered is what it will accept. So that is about data validation. The third thing that I'm going to share with you is again interesting, how to use text to columns. Okay, so let us say my complete name I'm going to write over here, and I request you to try it in the very beginning cells like A1. Okay, so I write my name, I write my wife's name. Okay, I write my friend's name. Okay, and now I want just the access to first name, okay, and second name separately, like first name and second name. That is a utility in my, let us say, Microsoft Outlook or some other utility which wants to import the format in the form of first name and last name separately. I want. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so I have selected this column. Okay, then I go and say text to column. Then this is the one that you need to select, delimited. Then I go to next. Then what is the delimiter? So it's a space for us in this case. So the moment you click on space, you would see a vertical line coming where the space was there originally. So I'm saying next, and then I'm saying just finish. Again you would see two got separated in different columns. Now how can you connect them together? There is a utility called as concatenate. So concatenate will help you to connect these names together. So please, you need to remember that there is a space in between, so you need to manually insert a space in between and give these connections like that. And you double click over here, and the names are in the form and shape that they were earlier. I'm just doing press special value on them so that those are available as they were available earlier. Now that is what text to columns and concatenate function work together. Now concatenate function is very critical, it is very frequently used in many of the occasions. That's about it. Thank you for now. Bye.